Disagree and commit is a management principle which originates back to when Andy Grove was the CEO of Intel. The disagree and commit principle has two important parts: to encourage team members to disagree when making an important decision, and to help the team in committing to the decision once it has been made. One of the most prominent examples of the disagree and commit principle is one of the Amazon leadership principles: have a backbone, disagree and commit. This principle consists of three parts. First part: leaders are obliged to respectfully challenge decisions when they disagree, even when doing so is uncomfortable or exhausting. Second part: leaders do not compromise for the sake of social cohesion. And the third part: once a decision is determined, they commit wholly. I find this principle very useful for team dynamics, but it is also true that it is often misunderstood or even misused. One of the common ways to misuse the principle is forcing someone into disagreeing but committing. So how can we make disagree and commit work for our teams? Hi there, this is a Test Club. On this channel we speak about extreme programming, test-driven development, testing, agile and many other things. If you're interested in these topics, I would recommend you to subscribe. Let's consider a very simple example. My wife, my daughter and my son are trying to decide where we want to go for a holiday trip. I'm suggesting going to Paris. No one objects, we buy tickets, we go to the airport and my wife says to me,
"I hate Paris."
A minute later kids would say that they wanted to go to the seaside. That's where the disagree part is jumping in. It is essential that every member of the group, or family in this case, lets everyone know if they don't like a proposed solution. In order to avoid making a subpar decision, everyone is encouraged to put their view. Everyone is encouraged to disagree. Instead of silently accepting my suggestion, every group member will provide their own ideas, and hopefully we will be able to brainstorm a couple of solid options for our holiday trip. When this is done, the second extremely important step comes in: decision making. Group has to make a group decision. There are many different ways to make a group decision, and describing those could probably need several videos of their own. But there are several important parts. Decision-making procedure must be explicit. Everyone has to understand how the decision was being made. Decision-making procedure must be transparent. The more opportunities there are to challenge the decision as being made incorrectly, the fewer chances there are for effectively executing a decision. Why there is so much emphasis on the decision-making procedure? Well, that is because group agreement with the decision-making procedure is the basis for potentially being able to commit to the decision even if you don't agree with it. For example, as a family, we could vote and the most popular option will win. Or we could select the least expensive option, or as a last resort, someone can make a call.
"I always wanted to go to Tokyo. Why don't we go there this time?"
And we all would agree that arguing with mom would not be the best idea. Finally, here comes the commit part, which could happen naturally if steps 1 and 2 were executed properly. Commit suggests that once everyone had an opportunity to disagree, everyone had a chance to participate in the decision-making procedure, and everyone agrees with the procedure. Decision-making procedure resulted in a concrete decision, and group agreed on the possibility or impossibility to reconsider the decision in the future. Group will execute the decision, including those who originally disagreed with it. Of course, there is a little caveat. What if one group member cannot commit to a particular decision even knowing that the decision was reached in a proper way? For example, we have decided to go to the seaside, but my daughter just hates sea and sun. From the psychology of group's point of view, every individual is a part of the group as long as this group provides certain benefits for this individual. In some cases, the cost of the decision may outweigh the perceived benefits of being part of the group. In this case, the team needs to make another decision. Do they want to reconsider the original decision, or are they okay to risk losing a particular member of the group? Of course, there is a little chance that my daughter will actually leave the group, but she could make everyone else miserable. In a workplace scenario, even the best employees could subconsciously sabotage a particular decision if it is in conflict with their deep beliefs and values. So, let's summarize. Disagree and commit consists of 3 steps. Open discussion about the decision, where everyone is encouraged to openly disagree. Explicit and transparent decision-making procedure, which everyone agrees with. Committing to the achieved decision, if at all possible.